Well, hello all, my name's David, and you are welcome to the County Antrim Budgerigar, Zebra Finch and Foreign Bird Club Show here in Cullybackey. Come on in. You're over from England, Steve, yourself, yes. I know yourself. I've seen yourself being interviewed with our friend Matt and Ollie and Ollie, what have you. Like I've seen different shows, so I recognise yourself. So it's Sam, isn't it?
Yeah. So I've been on the Canary, and then Oliver come over from OCA. Then there's also another guy, Sean Bird Hubby.
Yes, that is right.
He came over as well. I've started on YouTube myself as well because people kept telling me about genetics. You've got to get yourself out there.
And indeed.
Yeah, I'm not enjoying it yet though.
You're not?
I'm doing it and people are saying it's good, but I don't think I'm...
So your YouTube channel is, what are you?
It's Sam One Bird Products, which is the business name.
Right.
So some of it is to do with work and talking about that, and then some is budgies and genetics and things like that. So
the Sam One Bird Products, is that doing well for you?
Yeah, I enjoy what I do. I'll never be rich, it's the wrong trade to be for that reason, but I love what I do. So. I get to speak to bird people all day long.
That's right.
I make aluminium aviaries, I sell supplements, egg food, seed. I enjoy it, it's great. And I don't have to work many hours to cover my small amount of bills.
Yes.
So I get to spend time with my birds every morning. I get to be a father, spend time with my kids, so
brilliant.
I'm happy.
That's the main thing. Yeah. The father and kids, the family is sort of the thing, like, isn't it? Yeah. You know, the birds is all...
Yeah, the birds is the hobby and the getaway from the family.
The wee getaway is right.
Yeah.
So it's budgies yourself, it's only budgies you work with?
Yeah, I had a few different things when I was a kid, and then I was explaining earlier that I've dabbled with a few things to try and get my wife interested. She likes the Guardian finches, she calls them Photoshop birds.
Oh yes, yes.
The different colours. But then when she saw them as chicks, just the khaki green, camo green, I don't know. Great. So they had to go. They found a new home. But
exactly.
Yeah,
so.
Just budgies.
And very
budgies keeps me plenty busy enough as it is. So I've got a lot of them. I've probably got 400 to 500 at the minute.
Oh.
So
that's work.
Yeah. Noise, dust, everything. Yeah, it's a lot.
I've learned myself to keep them all to a minimum. It's canaries. I keep canaries and native finches.
Yeah.
But I just keep the numbers down like that. You can go mad with it.
Yeah, that's my problem. I've got every variety, or I did have, I've just got rid of a couple.
Yes.
But I've still got most of the varieties out there, and it's a lot of work because you need a lot of cages. And even though I've got 48 breeding cages, it's still not enough to give every variety a chance.
Indeed so. Yes,
so
yes.
I might have to cut them down again a little bit more. Yeah. I've enjoyed having them all, so I can say I've bred them all now, that's the main thing, and I've got experience, I've got the genetical knowledge.
Well, that's true enough. And yourself, who your user, what do we keep?
I'm Gary Winkham, I keep Australian finches.
Yes.
I've kept zebra finches and I've had Lutino budgies and albinos in my time, and I was quite successful on the show bench. Then I went back into Australian finches, so I breed and show them.
Good. Is the competition big over in that area where you're at? Is there a lot of...
No, a lot of the foreign clubs are dwindling away.
That's the sign of the times, isn't it? That is...
We go to them.
Yes,
so it's not
because I was just asking the show secretary here, and he was saying there's 143 birds, but he said that's good for these times. You know, he's happy with it, like.
Yeah, they're dwindling away. But everyone's getting older, and they.
None of us are getting any younger, right?
The cost of things are going up, and people just go with the COVID situation. People don't like to travel.
That is right. Yes. So whenever you're judging the foreign birds, what is it you're looking for? What would your main...
condition and something that catches your eye.
Aye.
You know,
so it's a personal thing, is it? Well, there's a standard, isn't there?
Well, there's some sort of standard, but as long as that's got everything you want.
Yes.
If you keep that species, that do add a bit of spice to it, don't it?
Yes. Do you find it harder judging birds that you actually keep yourself?
Yes.
Would you be more critical?
Yeah. Not be that fussy then, isn't it?
Yes. That does happen.
And I live with Lisa as well, so.
All right, so you're partners, or yes.
So
And
there's a bit of competition on the show bench. We show separate.
We have our separate stud of birds.
all right.
So we compete against each other when we're showing.
We keep
Very
it
good.
different as well. don't
Yes.
We keep different species
And
of foreign.
dare I ask, who comes up top?
This year,
we? And last year.
I put me the
And the
year
year
before.
All right, don't rub it on.
But I can't afford the expensive birds he keeps. I keep cheaper birds. So,
Yes, so you could make better with the sort of lesser expensive birds. Yes.
Any bird, it doesn't matter whether it costs you £5 or 500.
Yes.
You should still have
Exactly
the same chance
so.
of winning, and it can do.
And it's
You
all
get
about
it
how
in the
you,
condition,
it's all about how you present it and how you're looking after it and how you're training it.
how you stage it, how you
So
just show it is,
you have
is
your
it steady.
own wee sort of secret way of working it in your shed that you don't say to him. Yes.
I clean them out for her.
We do
Yes.
things very different. We look after our birds very differently. We give them different diets, everything.
All right. Yes.
Everything is different because we've both had them since we were juniors,
Right.
you know, so
Uh-huh.
since we was little. So we've each developed our own way of looking after our birds that suits us and that we believe in.
I get you.
So
Yes.
just because we're partners in life doesn't
Uh-huh.
mean that we agree
Yeah.
on
That's
that,
right.
because we all keep our birds differently.
As I always say,
Tricks of the trade, haven't
we,
We've all got different things
we,
that
we
you-
all do the same thing differently when it comes to keeping birds, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of people say to me, why do you keep winning and that lot? And these other people who show, they just get the birds out of the flight, except Lisa,
Yes.
right, and chuck them in a cage
Yes.
and expect to win. Well,
Yeah.
you've got to prepare the birds.
Uh-huh.
You've got
Exactly.
to put the show team in the smaller cages 4 or 5 weeks before the show to get them right, ain't you? They've got
Yes.
a bath on 24/7.
Uh-huh.
You can't, you're not going to achieve nothing just getting out of the flight and chucking it in the
Oh, no way. That's all part of it. That's that showmanship of
I
it, like
know
it's
Lisa
looking after
do,
it.
I,
Yes.
I show mine straight out the flight,
Yes.
but mine have baths on all the time
Uh-huh.
in the same way. But I find that if I cage mine up before a show, mine lose condition.
Ah,
So it suits my birds to be in the
Yeah.
flights.
yes.
And then the day before the show, I catch them all up and I'll go through them all individually in cages
Uh-huh.
and pick out my show team
Yes.
and stage them. And my birds, the species I keep, are generally steady
Yes.
anyway, so they
Yes.
don't need the extra training like some of the ones Gary keeps.
Yes.
does.
So what species of bird do you keep? What?
So I've got mainly Australian and a few African finches at the moment.
Yes.
Over the years, I've had everything from windbirds to ringneck parakeets. So,
Right.
you know, I've had a whole range of stuff. But
So-
in terms of what time I've got now to look after them,
Yes.
the Australian finches and things like silverbills, African silverbills are what I keep.
So keeping those smaller type of birds, they would be very flighty and jumpy. So it would be.
They
is it-
can be, but you'll think I'm a nutter now. I talk to them.
Yes.
Now, you can say
You do,
anything
so.
you want, it's your tone of voice.
Yes.
You could go and recite the football results or the
Aye.
shopping list if you
Yes.
wanted. But it's the tone of voice you speak to. So as I go in the shed, I'm speaking to them.
Yes.
So they know I'm about to unlock the door.
Aye.
I go in, they know what they're going to get at different times of day. So they'll come to the side of the flights.
Indeed.
To me, you know.
Yes.
And I talk to them, and I do when they're in the nest, when I'm ringing them.
Right.
You know. So they're pretty.
They're
steady.
well settled.
Yeah.
I suppose even in general, like I keep a radio on my shed all the time, so the
Yeah,
birds
we
are
do.
they're listening to their sound all the time,
Yeah.
and I do talk to them as well.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad. It's not just me.
But with the parrot finches, they are scatty. You do take a while to calm them down.
Yes.
Because a few years I used to breed bamboo parrot finches. You can't get them nowadays, they're just gone.
Right.
And I
Yes.
was quite successful on the show bench. And I used to put them in the car and go around the block.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just to get them used to the car and to
Bamboo
settle.
just sat on the perch like a budgie do, didn't move,
Uh-huh.
went everywhere.
Very good.
No one could breed it, could they?
Uh-huh.
But now you don't see them. But the blue-faced, red-faced pied, sea greens, you do see them on the show bench,
Yes.
but they're scatty.
Uh-huh.
On the perch, on the wire, the tails get frayed. And you
Indeed.
have to put them, when you're judging them, you can't.
That is right.
They're
Uh-huh.
so wild.
And a bird has to set a piece for you to be able to judge and look at it correctly. Like, so it has to be presented And that's all part of it. Like,
You don't want it on the wire all the time. You don't want it on the floor all the time.
No.
You want it on the perch. And
Yes.
with our Finch is a bit different to Budgies. We don't want it to just sit there. We want it to go from perch to perch and show itself.
Exactly so.
Flick its tail if it,
Yes.
and show itself. So it's part of
yes.
what you're looking for.
Aye. So you've all just come over, you just landed today, or when did you come over? Last night.
Yeah.
And Antrim took us out this afternoon.
Oh, very nice. So good hospitality from the club here.
Good.
Good stuff. I'm sure they'll look after you as well. Like, and
Oh, definitely.
so we'll look forward to seeing the outcome of your judging results and how.
Yeah,
I suppose you only ever please one person, don't we?
exactly.
So you just go and you do it and enjoy it. And
Will do.
Yeah, thank you very much.
okay, folks, it's been great meeting you, and enjoy your day.
Yeah, thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.